Hello, champion students. All right, we are on our last lesson of this module. Tomorrow and Monday we will be reviewing, and your test will be on Tuesday. So again, this lesson is the last one. Then we will be reviewing. Again, please email me, Mrs. Rodriguez, if you have any questions. And I'm going to try to come in your room. Sorry I did not pop in today. I'll try to come in to check on you. Okay, we're going to get started. We are going to solve these equations, and you're going to see there's something slightly different when we do it. So we always want you to start with a variable, and here's why. So if I start and I subtract 3x from both sides, you're probably noticing right away that it cancels on both sides. That hasn't happened before. So when we do that, we're left with negative 9 equals 5. Are those the same numbers? No. This is what we call no solution, which means there is no number we can substitute in for x to make this equation true. Okay, let's try another one. If you take a look at number 2, you see we have some like terms on the same side. I'm going to combine those first. So 4p plus 4p is 8p. Okay, now starting with my variable, that 8p is positive, so I subtract it from both sides. And again, it cancels. But this time it's different because the numbers I'm left with negative 7 and negative 7. Are those the same numbers? Yes. This is what we call infinite solutions. So when we solve equations, there's 3 different types of solutions. There's no solution like number 1, when the variables cancel and the numbers are different. The second one is infinite solutions, when the variables cancel and the numbers are the same. The third one is what we do most often, is where we get one solution. So we solve and get a value, for example, of x. If we solve and get x equals 4, that's one solution. We don't write the words one solution, we just write what the actual solution is. All right, moving on to number 3, again, starting with the variable. If I subtract 7m, cancels on both sides, I'm left with negative 1 equals negative 2. Not true, so there is no solution. Looking at number 4, I have some like terms. So I'm going to combine those first. Negative 3 minus 4. So that's negative 7, so I'm going to rewrite it. Okay, our variables are not the same now, so we're going to continue solving. I'm going to add 7x to both sides. So that becomes 1 plus 12x equals 1. All right, I got my variables to the left. Let's get my constants to the right. So I'm going to subtract 1. So I have 12x equals 0. A lot of people get to this point and they see a 0 and they think no solution. No, I still have my variable. So we're going to keep going. If I divide by 12, 0 divided by any number is always 0. So x equals 0. That's the solution. There is one solution to this, and that's x equals 0. All right, let's flip it over. We got a few more to solve. All right, taking a look at number 5. Starting with my variable, that 5x is positive, so I'm going to subtract it from both sides. 2 minus 5, we have negative 3x. Rewrite the rest. Pay attention to the right-hand side. That's a negative 8. Okay, I got to get rid of that 1, so I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So I have negative 3x equals negative 9. Last step, we are going to divide. So x equals positive 3. So this one has one solution, and the solution is that x equals positive 3. Okay, we got a couple more. Number 6, I see some parentheses, so I'm going to distribute first. We are only distributing to the 4x and the 3 and not the -2 because it's not within the parentheses. So 3 times 4x is 12x. 3 times 3 is 9. I'm going to rewrite the rest. Hopefully you're noticing we have some like terms. I'm going to combine that 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2 will give us a positive 7, so plus 7. You might already be noticing at this point that both sides are the same. We're going to go one step further just to show that when we subtract 12x from both sides, we are left with the same number, 7 equals 7. So this is what we call infinite solutions. All right. And I want you to be focusing on when the variables cancel on both sides, it's either infinite or no solutions. When it's the same number, it's infinite. When it's a different number, it's no solutions. All right, 2 more. Taking a look at number 7. Again, I have parentheses, so I'm going to distribute. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, starting with my variable, subtract 4x from both sides. And you notice it cancels. We are left with -8 equals 10. Ask yourself, is that the same number? No. So there's no solution. And number 8, again, I'm going to distribute. So my right-hand side becomes 8x plus 4. Again, you might already be noticing, same thing on both sides. I get rid of that 8x on both sides. I'm left with 4 equals 4. The same number, so we have infinite solutions. All right, thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great day.